Hey, jace-burner here. Finally decided to do my deck profile. I finally came up with a name for it. It's not anything really special like mainstream cards like Six Samurais or anything. But I call it a Twilight Surprise. I know it's not very creative, and it sounds like something you get from like lunch room or something, but it is my idea. Now, I guess I'll explain more of why it's called that at the very end. But anyway, here we go. Start off with 2 Chaos Sorcerers. Obvious, remove Light and Dark. There's your Twilight. It's really the only thing you got right there. Special Summon, really handy. Level 6, which is kind of a recurring theme in this deck. Then we got my guy, Fiend Mega Cyber. Level 6, Dark Attribute, 2200 attack points. Special Summon it if your opponent has 2 more monsters than you do. So I think it's better than Cyber Dragon because you can have monsters on the field and still be able to special summon them that way. Also, he's kind of helpful for tribute. I know a lot of people don't tribute, but it's kind of handy sometimes. I only use 2 Cyber Dragons. I'm thinking about increasing it to 3. Not sure. I'm still not entirely sure if I'm going to though. Light Attribute, Special Summon if you have nothing on your side of the field and your opponent has a monster. So far I got things special summoning from the hand is really how this deck uses it. And this guy, Power Giant, now he's not light or dark or anything, he's Earth Attribute, but level 6, like so far everything else has been except for Cyber Dragon. But you special summon him by removing from play, or by discarding a level 4 or lower monster from your hand, special summon him to the field. If he attacks, or is attacked, you take no effect damage for the rest of that turn. So, for the occasional person who uses a magic cylinder still, you don't have to worry about if you attack him first, you're not going to take any more effect damage, so good with that. Then I run 2 Jinzo. I'm so used to having him in my deck, I don't think I'll ever get rid of him completely. Might lower him down to 1 though, because having a dead hand with a bunch of monsters in your hand does tend to suck. But with the monsters you special summon from your hand, you get a monster on the field really quick, so you special summon like a Fiend Mega Cyber, tribute it for Jinzo, you get your stronger monster out really quick, and now they can't now they can't play a trap against you. Tragodia, I think it's a staple. I'm running into problems with it because I usually don't have a very big hand because I constantly special summon all the time from it. So I might replace it with something else, but right now it's in the deck for now. I use 2 Marauding Captain. I know he's seldomly used now, unless you're using a specific type of deck. But normal summon it, and you special summon another monster from your hand, pretty much. Also he's Warrior, Fiend Mega Cyber's Warrior, he helps protect it. I only use 2 of them though. I use them a lot with for synchroing for a quick 6. Morphing Jar. Not always a staple in everyone's deck, but he does help when I empty out my hand, special summoning, I can refill it. Another seldom used card, Asura Priest. Light Attribute, so it goes with the Light Dark, get the Chaos Sorcerer out quicker. Level 4, so you can discard it for Power Giant. It is a spirit, so it goes back to your hand, but 1700 attack points, can attack all your opponent's monsters. If it runs into Mystic Tomato, you just keep attacking their monsters they keep summoning, and eventually it clears the field really quick. With 1 quick power up, the Asura Priest is really handy. 1 Battle Fader. I'm actually I already ordered a couple more. I'm thinking about adding another one to the deck. But yeah, Dark Attribute can be used for Power Giant. I'm also ordering more Power Giants. I'm going to see if they work well in the deck or not. But stops battle phase for direct attacks. It's really handy. Spirit Reaper and Marshmallow. Light and Dark. Both can't be destroyed as a result of battle. Pretty handy. Spirit Reaper for a second effect. Marshmallow for 1,000 points if they attack it. Kind of handy. Then we got Sangan. Searches out. It's Dark Attribute. Level 3. I mean, I've seen a lot of people not starting playing Sangan now, so I still use him. He's pretty handy for me. I use 1 DD Warrior Lady. Light Attribute, It's good for that pesky monster your opponent plays where you can't seem to get rid of it, so you just use your effect to get rid of them. Thinking about adding another one to the deck though, depending. I'm still working on how it's playing against more competitive decks, but yeah, I'll use one tuner. I'm kind of against tuners and synchros because I'm old school, but Blackwing, it's kind of handy. Use it for marauding captains, summon marauding, special summon Gale, use Gale's effect and synchro for 6. It's pretty handy. 1300 attack points actually pretty good too, and it's a dark attribute. So, alright, that's it for the monsters. Let's go to spells. 1 swords. I know a lot of people don't use swords anymore because they use their speed stuff, but it's really handy. Dark hole, staple. Lightning. Not that many people use lightning, I guess, anymore because dark hole and a lot of other cards they can use, but I still use it. It's really handy for me. Smashing ground and fissure. I'm actually getting another smashing ground, so I'll have 2 smashing grounds in here instead of a fissure. But they both really work the same. Get rid of that one pesky guy, not have to discard anything. Good 1 for 1. Monster Reborn, staple, book. I'm only using 1 book. Thinking about adding another one. Not sure. Really good to save yourself in with Jinzo. You flip your own Jinzo face down, play a lot of your traps. Same way. It's just good. Spell and trap removal. 2 MSTs. I was playing around with just 1, but 2 of them are really work out a lot better. Giant Tornado and Cold Wave, both effective. Clear the field, try and push for game, which I very rarely ever had to do before with my old type of deck, but now I can special summon a lot faster, so more handy. That's it for spells right now. Let's go to traps. I use 1 magic cylinder. Not sure how long it's going to stay in the deck, but I still use it. I'll find something better to replace it with later on, but for right now, I still kind of like it. 1 dark bribe. Thinking about adding another one. It'll probably replace the magic cylinder at some point. It's pretty handy. Torrential, I think it's a staple. 2 bottomless. I've been running 2 bottomless ever since you could use 2, so I guess pretty much forever. 3 compulsory. These, a lot of people only use maybe 2 or 1, but these rings are really handy, especially when my deck solely special summons from the hand. Try and save one of your own monsters, send it back to your own hand, then special summon it again, make them waste cards on it. But it's really handy, and it really irritates against synchros. Call the Haunted, staple. Mirror Force, and 2 Threatening Roars. Just kind of try and stop your monsters from getting destroyed really quick, because your monsters you have aren't really that strong, and since you're not synchroing a lot with very strong attack power monsters, then you're not really going to get a lot on the field really quick, so try and do what you can with what you have. Go with side deck. It's not really complete right now, it's just got some random cards in it for now. 1 Scapegoat. I had it in my deck. It goes in and out. It just depends on how it's going, depending on what I'm planning on using. It does help with Gale though. That way I can synchro other monsters in level 6s, which I usually wind up doing. I have another Book of Moon in there, another Dark Bribe. Like I said, they're probably going to find their way back in the deck at some point. Haven't had time to reorganize it though. Another DD Warrior Lady. Like I said, probably go back in the. They all go in the deck eventually. Magical Merchant, really handy. You get to, whenever it's flipped, pick up cards from the top of the deck. Spell and trap cards get picked up. Pick up cards so you get spell and trap cards. Add whichever one you get to your hand first, and then anything else goes to the graveyard. So if you're don't have a lot of light and darks in your graveyard, this guy really helps get rid of those really quick. And I have a lot of spells and traps, so you're not really ditching a lot. It's good for a quick draw, even though it's not really drawing. It's in my side decks. Squatting Bear said that you should maybe add that into it. I'm still thinking about it, so it's in the side deck for now. My side deck, I got 3 Great Magic Garzette. I know it's another level 6, it's another tribute, that's why it's in the side deck, but, I mean, special summoning Fin Mega Cyber, then tributing it for Great Magic, you have 4400 attack power beat stick. If you cleared the field with like Cold Wave or Giant Tornado, There's nothing they can do to stop it. Not a lot of decks use anything stronger than over 3,000 usually, so these guys can easily clear the field. But still, on the inside deck, I do like them. I've played with them for a long time. Gores, he was in the deck. I took him out because I usually have spells and traps on the field, or I usually have a monster, so my field's hardly ever empty. My hand's usually what's empty, so I don't really run him. He's still in side deck though, just in case. He was level 7, so he was handy with Tragodia. Ditching him, take over level 7s. That was the problem I was having. Take control of a level 7 for Tragodia, but not a lot of people use Tragodia's second effect anyway. And this guy changed his appearance. Really underused, but I think it's really, really good. When your opponent summons a monster, 1,000 attack points or less, remove that from play, and then remove any copy of that card they have in their hand or deck. They get removed from play too. It doesn't destroy them, it removes them from play, so you kind of get by with Stardust, because you don't have to, they can't negate it with this. Let's see. I only found one. I used to run 3 of them in my old deck I used to use. They're really handy against all these low levels tuners that people run a lot of, so thinking about getting some more into there. But yeah, that's side deck. Why not do the extra deck? It's really whatever I have. It's not a lot of big staples. I have a level 5, X-Saber Wayne. I know there's plenty of better ones, but it's what I have. Flameveil Urquoisis, or whatever his name is, Fairy Meteor, increases attack points, level 6. Armed Wing, I have Gale, I get level 6 really easily, so this guy comes out a lot. Piercing. Goyo, 2800 strongest, level 6, really easy to get out. Ancient Fairy Dragon, really only there for its defense, because I have nothing else to take its place for level 7. Like I said, don't have anything else to take its place for level 7. I don't have any equip cards, I think, in my deck, so this is really pointless, but level 7 need to take up space. Scrap Archfiend is my level 7 guy I actually use. Highest level 7 attack power monster. I don't have a Black Rose, so don't say, like, why don't you use just a Black Rose? I don't have one. Let's see. Stardust, staple, I think, in everyone's deck. Blackwing, kind of only in there to take up space, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it at one point, so figure why not. Archfiend, I like him, 3,000 attack points. I'm just obsessed with that. And I'm Jack Atlas eventually, so it's good to have one. Mistworm, I think the staple, level 9. Level 9, another, not really a staple, it's really taking up space. Decisive Armor, not really there to take up space. Ever go against any light monsters, this thing's really handy. That way they try and get rid of their own monsters just so they don't have to deal with this guy anymore. But 3,300 attack points, level 10, pretty good. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, I use 2 Cyber Dragons, and he's only in there as a just in case. I mean, special summon Cyber Dragon and you happen to be going against like Gadgets or Machinas, remove their monsters from play just so you can get him out and try and push for game. But yeah, so yeah, that's it. Yeah, like I said, it was Twilight Surprise because it's Twilight, Light and Dark, but Surprise keeps bringing cards out from the hand instead of trying to bring them out from the field. So my own special take on it. I like the name of it. If you don't like the name, then recommend something else. Don't make fun of my Finanga Cybers, because I will hunt you down because I love them so much. Anyway, this is jace-burner. Peace out. Till next time.